Assalamualaikum. Today we will present our company's performance clearly using ratio analysis.
Ratio analysis is a crucial method to evaluate the financial performance of a company. Ratio analysis compares data from several statements to provide a clear picture of the company's financial health.
The analysis ratios apply are liquidity ratio, solvency ratio, and profitability ratio. Each ratio has its own use.
Let's go deeper about these three ratios.
The first ratio is the liquidity ratio, where it measures the company's short-term ability to pay debt maturity and to meet unexpected need for cash.
We measure this liquidity ratio using 5 formulas, namely by finding the current ratio, inventory turnover, days in inventory, account receivable turnover, and average collection period.
Let's find out how this formula actually works.
Firstly, liquidity ratio. Okay, for the first formula is finding the current ratio, which is current asset divided by current liabilities, and the answer is 2.11. Current ratio of 2.11 mean that for every RM of current liability, it has RM 2.11 of current asset, indicating a strong liquidity position. Next, we need to calculate the inventory turnover, cost of goods sold divided by average inventory. As we can see, inventory turnover equal to 4.65. The inventory turnover is 4.65 times, meaning the company sold and replaced its inventory approximately 4.65 times during the period. A higher turnover indicates efficient inventory management, while a lower turnover suggests overstocking or slow sale. We move to the third one, which finding the day in inventory. 365 days divided by inventory turnover 4.65 equal to 78.49. This means it takes the company approximately 79 days. Okay, for the next one, we will make calculation on account receivable turnover, which is net credit sale divided by average net account receivable. We got the answer 6.87. The account receivable turnover is 6.87, meaning the company collected its average receivable approximately 6.87 times during the period. A higher turnover indicates that the company is collecting its receivable efficiently. A lower turnover could signal issue with collection or lenient credit policies. Lastly, we will count the average of collection period. As we can see, the answer is 54. Account receivable turnover of 6.87 times is divided into 365 days to obtain approximately 54 days. That's all the formula that we use in this liquidity ratio to determine our company appearance.
On the other hand, the solvency ratio will measure the company's ability to survive in a long period of time called the solvency ratio.
In this solvency ratio, we can only use one formula, which is debt to asset ratio.
How is it?
Want to know? Let me show you.
Actually, solvency ratio have 3 formula that we can use, but I will explain only one of them, which is debt to asset ratio. This debt to asset ratio need to divide by total liabilities and total assets. The other formula for this ratio is time interest earned and also free cash flow. These two formula have their own purpose. For times interest earned, it works as a measurement of a company ability to pay interest. Meanwhile, free cash flow can reveal problems in the financial fundamentals before they become apparent on a company's income statement. That's how we determine our company ability to survive in a long time. Therefore, total liabilities of our company is 12,577,150. Divide by total assets of our company is 48,310,515 equal to 0.26. A ratio of 0.26 means that 26% of the company's total assets are financed through debt, while the remaining 74% is financed through equity or other source. This is generally considered a low-risk financial structure, as the company relies more on equity than debt to finance its assets.
Lastly, the profitability ratio will measure the income or operating success of a company for a given period of time.
The formula that we use for profitability ratio is return on asset, profit margin, and the others.
The others, what is it?
Alright, let me tell you.
Okay, for the first formula that is finding the return on asset, we have to divide the net income with the average total asset. As we can see in the calculation, return on asset is 22.94%, meaning the company earns 22.94% of net income for every one of asset. This indicates a relatively efficient use of asset to generate profit. A higher return on asset is generally better as it reflects greater efficiency. For the second one, we need to make the calculation of profit margins by dividing the net income with net sales. Based on the calculation, this means the company earns a profit of 30 cents for every dollar of sales. A 30% profit margin is generally considered strong, suggesting that the company is effectively managing its costs and generating a significant amount of profit relative to its sales. Next one, we have to discover the asset turnover by dividing net sales with average total asset. Based on the calculation, this means that for every dollar of asset, the company generates 75 cents in sales. A ratio of 0.75 suggests that the company is relatively efficient in using its asset to generate sales, but there's room for improvement compared to other companies in the industry with higher turnover ratio. And for the last one, we need to divide gross profit with net sales to find the gross profit. Based on the calculation, the company retains 51% of its sales as gross profit after covering the direct costs associated with producing or purchasing goods. This is a strong gross profit margin, indicating effective pricing and cost management. This ratio will show success of our company for a given period.
I think that's all the information of our company that we want to share with you guys.
If you find out our company attractive and beneficial to you, let's join us.
See you later. Bye.